I call this meeting to order. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Dodge?
Here.
Commissioner Lieberman? Commissioner Rice?
Here, let us stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And I'm very happy to introduce the Civitan Club of Dayton. We have a proclamation for you on your 100th anniversary. So if you would like to come up to the podium there. And I believe I'll read our proclamation first.
Sure.
And give all of us here an idea of what your club does and why this is such a momentous occasion. All right? If that's okay with you.
Absolutely.
All right, so be it known that the Board of County Commissioners of Montgomery County, Ohio, do hereby proclaim that the Civitan Club of Dayton was formed in 1921 following the founding of Civitan International in Birmingham, Alabama in 1917. The Civitan Club of Dayton Centennial Celebration was delayed due to the COVID pandemic, so we all know it's more than 100 years, but that's why. Civitan International adopted Service to Those with Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities, IDD, as its primary focus of service in 1956, and the Civitan Club of Dayton has partnered with United Rehabilitation Services, which we often call URS, the Victory Project, Building Bridges, Montgomery County Police Athletic and Activities League, Choices in Community Living, and other organizations as it serves those with IDD and at-risk youth in the Miami Valley. The Civitan Club of Dayton has supported Civitan's flagship project, the Civitan International Research Center at the University of Alabama at Birmingham, a world leader in the research and treatment of individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. And the Civitan Club has a long history and bright future and welcomes any new members who are interested in continuing its legacy of service to the Miami Valley. Therefore, be it resolved that the Board of County Commissioners of Montgomery County, Ohio, on this first day of November 2022, proudly joins the Civitan Club of Dayton as it celebrates its 100th anniversary, signed by myself, Carolyn Rice, Debbie Lieberman, and Judy Dodge. So, woo!
Thank you. So my name is Damian Cooper. I'm the current president of Civitan Dayton. I'm joined by Al Harmon and Robin Griffin. Al Harmon's the treasurer. Robin Griffin's the secretary. I'm going to read something really quick and then get off stage. We want to thank the Montgomery County Commissioner's Office for recognizing Civitan Club of Dayton's 100th anniversary and our commitment to serving the citizens of Dayton, Ohio. So what is Civitan? You alluded to some of it, but on March 17, 1917, a small group of business and professional leaders in a civic club had a meeting at the Southern Club of Birmingham, Alabama, but began to feel the organization was slanted a little too much toward personal gain to suit their taste. They gave up their charter and set out to build a new club reflecting their own ideals of service and fellowship, choosing the name Civitan based on a Latin civitas, which loosely translates to citizenship. Soon after the Civitan's formation, the United States entered World War I. Growth for the first few years was meager, but they devoted themselves to local service and supporting the war effort. After armistice, they expanded, charting clubs across the country. In 1920, Dr. Courtney Shropshire, third president of the still local Civitan, spearheaded a new vision of international organization. Within 2 years, there were more than 3,300 Civitans in 115 clubs throughout the United States. Their growth and service earning them the recognition of President Hoover at the White House reception. Civitan suffered another drop in membership during World War II, but the organization persevered, organizing scrap metal collections, war bond sales, and blood drives. One club in Birmingham held so many successful bond drives that the Army Air Force named the B-25 and P-47 in the club's honor. After World War II, as the economy bounced back, Civitan tripled in size 1946 to 1956. From the very beginning, Civitan encouraged its clubs to fulfill the needs for those less fortunate. In the late 70s, Civitan made the Special Olympics a major project with yearly games, a special relationship that continues to this day. In 1990, the Civitan International Research Center was founded at the University of Alabama in Birmingham, the first institution of its kind solely dedicated to the research of developmental disabilities. Previous Civitans include Thomas Edison, President Calvin Coolidge, President Franklin D. Roosevelt, President Harry S. Truman, President John F. Kennedy, President Clinton, U.S. Supreme Court Justice Hugo Black, and U.S. Supreme Court Justice Ed Sanford, excuse me. Today, the Civitan movement continues to spread across the globe with over 40,000 members in 41 countries. As the Civitan Creed vows, our hands do the work of the world and reach out in service to others. And our motto encourages, we are builders of good citizenship. We thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. We would like to take a picture, if that's okay?
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll come down there.
You guys come up.
Good job, Coop.
Thanks.
Come on in here.
All right.
Okay, let them squeeze in. Come on, Mike. Oh, is this okay? I thought maybe I made it upside down. That would not be good. Thank you so much. Just one other fine organization right here in our community. We don't know what we would do without you all. All right, now, County Engineer.
Thank you, Commissioner. There's 3 resolutions today. Resolution 1607, authorize the county auditor to pay by warrant $52,447.98 to the city of Englewood for permissive tax funds for the 2020 Wenger Road resurfacing, State Route 48 to Corporation Line project. Resolution 1608, Eagle Bridge Company for the 3rd Street Bridge Replacement Project, City of Dayton, to create a new purchase order in an amount not to exceed $1,486,479.77. Resolution 1609, Security Fence Group Incorporated for the Alex Ball Road and Munger Road traffic signal installation project in Miami Township by modifying the main account information. That's all, Commissioners.
Move to approve.
I second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Common Pleas Court.
Thank you, Commissioners. Under the Common Pleas Court, we have Resolution 1610, amend Resolutions 190459 and 191493 by revising the fee schedules for legal representation provided for indigent defendants in criminal cases, indigent children, parents, custodians, and other indigent persons in loco parentis.
Move to approve.
I second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Juvenile Court.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Commissioners. On behalf of Anthony Capizzi, Administrative Judge, we have 2 items. 22-1611, authorize the purchase from Dell Marketing for Microsoft Office 365 and Windows 2019 Data Center licenses in an amount not to exceed $101,640.12 through October 31st, 2023. And 22-1612, authorize the engagement enabling technologies to assist with the migration of Office 365 at no cost to the county through October 31st, 2023.
Move to approve.
I second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. County Administrator.
Thank you, Commissioners. Under the County Administrator and the Clerk's Office, approve the minutes of the meetings on October 25th, 2022. Resolution 1613, approval of bills, and Resolution 1614, approval of travel expenses. Both of those lists are available in the Clerk's Office.
Move to approve.
I second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Administrative Services.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. We have several resolutions for your consideration today, beginning with 1615. This is the approval of personnel actions. This list is available in the clerk's office. 1616 extends the agreement with Altura Solutions LLC for ADA consulting services for the Risk, Safety, and Emergency Management Department by extending the term through March 31st of 2023. 1617 requests bids for body armor for the Risk, Safety, and Emergency Management Department. The next two resolutions reject proposals. The first is 1618 for travel management services and 1619 for essential skills training and development services for the Business Services Department. And the following resolutions authorize agreements. The first is 1620 with Greene County Sheriff's Office for access to the Justice Web Reports module with a revenue not to exceed $500 through December 31st of 2023. And last is 1621 with Page Freezer for Web Preserver single-use government TikTok capture services for the Communications Department in an amount not to exceed $850 through November 7th, 2023, and recurring annual cost of $600.
Move to approve.
I second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Environmental Services.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. For Environmental Services, we have Resolution 1622, amend the agreement with Black & Beach Corporation for the preparation of detailed construction plans and specifications for the Eastern Standby Generator Replacement Project by adding $112,625 to the original amount for a revised total of $593,454. 1623, approved the plan, specifications, and estimated cost of $3,109,500 and solicit bids for the construction of water facilities for the Regent Water Main Replacement Project. 1624, solicit requests for qualifications for professional design services for the Western Generator Replacement Project. And the last one, 1625, accept an easement deed for sanitary sewer and water lines through property belonging to Redwood, Miamisburg, North Springboro Pike, OHP1, LLC in connection with the development of Redwood, Miamisburg, and record the same.
Move to approve.
I second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Human Services.
We have one resolution, Resolution 22-1626, to authorize an agreement with Bledsoe Youth Academy for substitute care services through March 31st of 2024.
Move to approve.
I second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Now we have one citizen, so comments by citizens. Marion, you can please come up to the podium. You'll have 3 minutes.
I would like to thank the commissioners.
Please do state, we know each other,
Oh,
but please
Marion
state your
C.
name and
Perry.
address.
Address 5140 Altram Road, Dayton, Ohio. Actually Jefferson Township. I am part of a group that had several things for the children on Saturday and Sunday, better known as NAJT. What we do is we help our community, which pretty soon we will be doing Thanksgiving. But first we had to work on Halloween. So the kids were well happily able and supplied with a lot of candy from our community. That included Kimball Lane and Drexel. Let's see, the area where the fairgrounds are. Our trustee hold their meetings, so we were supplied or surrounded by a lot of kids that made it out in the rain, but it was inside and they had fun. And as far as mainly the problems we're having, eventually our neighbors are moving, supposedly. They said by the end of this week, they will be gone, I hope, because they have been nothing but a nuisance in our community. One thing in particular my trustee president, well, one of my trustees told me we had a trunk or treat at the road crew shed, and she told me that their pit that they had put out for a fire to keep warm because that night was cold, one of their friends had driven over it. So, like I said, hopefully by the end of this week, they will be gone. And then the house will be flipped to a person, because from them living there, it has to be stripped. That house was sold. I hope he strips it. I hope he refinishes and refurnishes it better, because most of the houses in Jefferson now we're the area that's, like I said, mostly forgotten. But the one thing about it is we're not forgotten when a lot of people want to come out in our community and try to rip off older people to get our homes cheaply and then redo them, then sell them, and then we're put somewhere where we don't want to be. But we have a lot of people coming out in our community, and that's what they're doing. And they're bothering people who keep on constantly telling them, I don't want to sell my home. I'm one of those people. I grew up in the house I'm living in. It was given to me by the death of relatives. And mainly, that's what I have to remind you of. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, and P.S. I voted. Yeah.
All right.
So have a blessed day.
Thank you for doing that, for sure. Comments by our county administrator.
Thank you, Commissioners. November is National Aviation Heritage Month, and I'm proud to say that the county is preserving a piece of aviation history, a sculpture of the Wright Flyer, number 3, the first fully functioning of the Flyer aircrafts, will soon be installed on the southwest corner of Edwin C. Moses Boulevard and 3rd Street. That project is currently out for bid, and we're hoping to have it installed by next spring. So a shout out to our facilities team. I know this has been an undertaking for us. When it saw its new home, the sculpture will have a curved wall in front of it, so that people can sit and admire the work of art. It's also going to be a spectacular gateway going into the Wright Dunbar Historic District. So thank you, Commissioners, for your support on this project. I think we're ready to get moving on this, so hopefully by next spring, we can have this thing in place. Thank you.
Great.
That's going to be a great day, because we've talked about this for the 4 years that I've been on the commission. Where will it land? It sounds like it's found a home that will be perfect.
Yes.
So, good.
So
Thank
too.
you.
Nearly 3,400 Montgomery County households unfortunately experienced homelessness last year. So it goes without saying that this is a considerable problem for our community. So to create awareness of this issue, we will be lighting our administration building the color orange from November 13th through the 19th during Hunger and Homeless Awareness Week. Our Human Services Planning and Development Department is organizing a number of activities for that week, to include a hygiene donation drive, and boxes will be set up here on the 10th floor of the administration building, as well as the Rybold building and Dayton City Hall. So there'll be 3 locations for hygiene donation items. People are encouraged to wear orange on Thursday, November 17th, so I'm going to have to put that on my calendar so I make sure I follow through. And we are accepting nominations for the Homeless Solutionary Award through next Monday, November 7th. The nomination form is on the Human Services Planning and Development page at mcohio.org. And I know last year, I was just really inspired by all the individuals who were selected, each and every one of them phenomenals. Some had, put in a lifetime of dedication to this issue. And I got to admit, I was pretty inspired by the young lady who's only 15 and had already encouraged not only her parents, but other high school students to get involved. I was like, oh, we're in good shape if we have young leaders like this coming up through the ranks. I'm not sure, when I was 15, I had the vision to get something community-wide going. So everyone out there, if you know someone who you have witnessed to be doing great work in this space, please bring their names forward. We know that this is a group effort, and there are a lot of wonderful fellow citizens out there who give of themselves to dedicate to this project. So that's my spiel for this week.
Well, I can't believe it. Next Thursday, it's our Montgomery County Food Summit, next Thursday over at Sinclair. There's still plenty of time to register. The theme this year is going to be Beyond the Plate, celebrating cultures in the kitchen. We have exciting speakers coming. So if you're interested in coming, please sign up. There's still food insecurity in our community as well as all over the country. The summit to attend is free, and we're going to have some great speakers, exhibitions, but most importantly, a chance for us to collaborate and share ideas. So please, if you want to sign up, do so, and look for the link on our Facebook page. Thank you.
All right, is there anything else? With that, I think this has to go on the record as one of our shortest meetings that I can recall in quite some time. But small, short but mighty, right? So our next meeting will be, let me look and make sure.
November 8th.
It will be a week from now, which I will put out is Election Day for everyone, and early voting is happening now.
Right now.
As well as the ballot box for any absentee ballots, or at least get it into the mail ASAP. Get that postmarked in time. So everyone have a great week, and we will see you next Tuesday, November 8th at 1:30 p.m. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I second. We are adjourned.